What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing? Welcome back here to another football video. Going to be doing my preview for the 2021 Champions League final, which is going to be here in 2 days. Manchester City versus Chelsea. So what can I say about this final, man? I am super hyped up for the final, and I'm just hoping this is going to be a really good, Premier League final showdown, much like the final in 2008 when, it was Manchester United versus Chelsea. I mean, in my honest opinion, man, that will go down as one of my most favorite Champions League final, if not my most favorite Premier League Champions League final of all time, just because the intensity in that game was just absolutely undeniably incredible. And I have a feeling that maybe this final could be just like the 2008 one, going to extra time and then to penalties, because that's how I can imagine this final is gonna end, just because I think that both Manchester City and Chelsea will play their hearts out in this final, just because, both clubs have really been determined to win the final this year, because, I mean, both Manchester City and both Chelsea, they've just absolutely been showing a lot of passion, a lot of urgency to win. And this Saturday, it's going to determine who's going to be the better Premier League side, despite, Manchester City winning the Premier League title for the fourth time was it in 5 years or some crazy stuff like that. But my biggest thing about this final is, will Pep not overthink and change his tactics? Because as you people know, Pep Guardiola, he has a tendency of, sometimes overthinking in important games and, changing up his tactics for some dumb reason. And I'm hoping that Pep is not going to do any of that, but I mean, we'll see what happens, because, Pep is the manager, and, I would love to see Pep win a Champions League final with Manchester City, just because, Pep will go down as one of the best, if not the best manager of the 21st century, just because the impact he left, not just at Barcelona and Bayern, but, despite him not being able to win a Champions League final ever since he left Barcelona, he still left a big impact, I feel like, at Bayern and at Manchester City. So the only thing that's missing for Pep right now is a Champions League title, because, I was really bummed out as a Bayern fan that we never won a Champions League title with Pep Guardiola, because I really feel like that in the 2015-16 season, Bayern should have definitely won a Champions League with Pep. It would have been a heck of a final, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid, Pep versus Zidane, and of course, in my opinion, that will go down as one of the best Champions League finals that never happened. Unfortunately, that could have happened. But anyways, let's get back to the main topic in this video. So Chelsea, on the other hand, man, you got to give it up to Chelsea, man. They've been absolutely impressive this past Premier League season. Their freaking story, in my opinion, is really crazy, from them, starting off the season, I think, on a shaky start. Now, if you look at Chelsea's story, I feel like that this season for Chelsea has been definitely a very big roller coaster one, but, with Tuchel, man, Chelsea, he just managed to get that club together, and he guided them to a Champions League final. So this is going to be Tuchel's second straight Champions League final after the previous one, where Bayern won against PSG 1-0, and, he was the manager of PSG at that time, but now Tuchel is once again playing in a big Champions League final, so hey, all the props in the world to him for guiding Chelsea that far. Now, the way how I think this match is going to go, then it's just going to be both teams, battling it out in the trenches. I think that Manchester City might have a slight advantage over Chelsea. It's hard to say who has the better advantage, just because I feel like Chelsea's talent matches up Manchester City's talent very, very well. And the thing about Chelsea is that they won the last, 2 games against Manchester City, so, I think that Chelsea might be the favorites for this final. But regardless, man, one player that can make a very big key difference for Chelsea in this final is without a doubt N'Golo Kante, man. I mean, Kante deserves a nomination for Ballon d'Or, in my personal opinion, just because Kante, he's without a doubt the best CDM in the world, and Kante's ability just to cover a lot of ground and defend is what makes this Chelsea team very tricky to play against. So say that Chelsea do manage to win this Champions League final, I think that without a doubt man of the match is going to be N'Golo Kante, man, just because Kante in his position is just absolutely gifted. I mean, seriously, Kante, man, for his ability just to be able to cover so much ground is what makes him such a really good CDM, in my opinion. And for Chelsea, I don't know if Christian Pulisic is going to be playing, but I would love to see Christian Pulisic play, and I do think that, Tuchel should give Hakim Ziyech playing time in the final as well. I think that Hakim Ziyech should be starting as well, because I think that if Hakim Ziyech has a really good day as a midfield and, guides the Chelsea attacks, and maybe he can, help Chelsea score a couple of G's in this game. And I can imagine that, Tuchel, he's probably going to be starting Havertz in midfield for the starting 11. So when it comes to this Chelsea squad, man, I think that Chelsea will match up against Manchester City very, very well. Now, as for Manchester City, man, their back four is looking really good. I think that maybe one advantage Manchester City have over Chelsea in this final is that they have the better back four, just because Manchester City's defense has been incredibly well. Because, I mean, look what Manchester City's back four did to PSG's front attack. Manchester City just absolutely kept PSG's front attack at bay. So if Manchester City can do that against PSG, then I definitely think they can do it against Chelsea as well. But of course, with Manchester City, them having Kevin De Bruyne, I think he's going to lead that Manchester City attack, and I think that Mahrez is going to be another player to watch out for Manchester City in the Champions League final, just because Mahrez these past couple of Champions League games for Manchester City has just been absolutely undeniably incredible. I mean, I think he scored a brace in the last game against PSG to, help seal the deal and, help guide Manchester City to the Champions League final. So I think that the main players to watch out for Manchester City in the Champions League final are going going to be Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, and of course Phil Foden, because Phil Foden has also been undeniably incredible for Manchester City this past season. So for my final prediction, I think it's going to be 1-1 after extra time, and I think that, you know, Manchester City are going to win this on penalties the way how I see it. So yeah, guys, that's my prediction. So let me know, what are your predictions for the Champions League final in the comment section below. So I hope you people enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.